southwest coast today, down at the Whiteacre spot. Specimen Lake stocked with carp and catfish. We've got lucky enough a couple of islands dotted around with gravel bars between the islands. The lake's roughly 2.5 acres long. It runs around the back and it's got a dead arm which drops down to 7 feet. Today we're going to run through some bait application, rigs, and more importantly, how we catch those fish. We've just had an occurrence on the left-hand rod. Bobbin's pulled straight up to the top, struck into it but nothing there. Looks like the hook's been spat out. And first some checks on the rig, the hook bead's been blown right round, so it looks like a case of the hook has been ejected. So just run you through the hardware we are using today. So we've got three 3 3/4 Infinity DFs teamed up with the Bayesiers QDXs as well. In terms of bite alarms, we've got 3 Delkin TDXs. So I'll just run you through the spots we're fishing as well. So as I said, we've just had an occurrence on the left-hand rod that's fished on a silty gully which runs across the lake. It's roughly about 4 foot deep there. The other 2 rods, middle rod's fished on the same silt patch. It's a very productive area on the lake, so we're hoping to get quite a few takes off of it. And finally, the right-hand rod's fished 5 foot off the aerator. There's a sort of channel that runs between it, so it's only 3 foot deep there, so we've come back slightly into the deeper water, around about 4 foot at the bottom of that gully there. So hopefully next time we see you, we'll have a fish on the bank to show you too. Carp today?
Yes, happy.
How's it feel?
Alright.
Yeah. Seen it yet?
No, not yet. So, sell 46 around here.
What sort of area are you fishing to?
Fishing about halfway out. Never silt bottom.
Yeah. Right. Good take?
Yeah, it went
I'll leave you to concentrate on landing this fish so we can get it in for the cameras. Wales catfish, or European catfish as it's otherwise known as. I swear on camera.
You cut that out when you put the wind into it.
Lucifer.
That's another one. I don't know if that was yours. That big twice.
So we're hooked into one of the lake's Wales catfish now. Catfish weighs 72 pounds in this lake. It's 2 around 7 pounds. Good head of 50s, good head of 40s, backed up by a lot of small 20s as well. It's interesting to see what we're hooking today. Looks like a good fish, probably not one of the giants, but nevertheless still welcome. silt patch on a gooed up corder cell boilie with pineapple goo, with Popping and Gavin.
That's the 28 ghost you're talking about.
I reckon it is. I'm not sure. Well, we'll see you in a minute when we've got the fish on the mat.
Now, we'll put it back in the sling and off it goes.
Just landed this lovely 19-pound ghost common. Fell to the almond tipped goo cell infused hook bait. Just fell short of the silt patch, which is roughly 10 yards off the bank here. This is the third fish of the session and biggest one so far. Very welcome little critter to the crew. Let's be back in the race now. Just slip this one back away. Thank you very much, my darling. See you later. Just going to run through the rigs that we're using today in Pat's Ball at the White Acres complex. So I've chosen to go for a combi rig. So I'll just run you through the different rig components. Today I'm using size 6 Captain curves. We've got a small rig ring here which is running on the shank of the hook, stopped by a small hook bead there. It's important that that stays opposite the barb of the hook as well. We have a hooker liner here just to help the hook turn when the fish takes it. Then we have the supple part of the combi rig here, which is made from Cordor Supernatural. This is attached to the hook by a grinner knot just underneath the hooker liner there. It's joined to the fluorocarbon, which is a 25-pound IQ2 by an Albright knot, and this is covered up just by the sinker, as you can see just here, just to neaten up the rig a little bit. If you move further down along the IQ, you've got some putty, and underneath the putty is another sinker. This just helps the putty to mould round it. This also helps with the rig mechanics. When the rig falls down through the water, because you have the heavier weight here, this end will land there first, pushing the rig away from the lead, which helps with the hooking potential too. Then we have an anti-tangle sleeve to help push it away from the lead too. And then we just have another rig ring which gets attached to the lead system. So that's the rig we're using today, and hopefully that's going to bank us some carp.
We know there's a change in the weather today. How did you adapt to the conditions?
Well, like you said, there's a change in the weather, high temperatures and high pressure, so zig rigs are probably the best rigs for the situation.
Okay, for the viewers that aren't too sure, how would you explain the zig rig?
Zig rig is a rig that suspends the bait in any levels throughout the water. Because of the high pressure and the high water temperature, the carp tends to be at different depths throughout the water column. Therefore, you're suspending the bait different levels and hopefully right in front of their mouths, creating more of an instinct feeding response from them.
See, you've got 3 spots out on the lake there. Was it a tactical change all 3, or did you just change the one?
Well, to start off with, we put one zig rig on the corner of the island, because just to test to see what levels they were at. As soon as we got the first one on there, switched all rods over to the zig rig.
Did you find any producing better? Or?
Yeah, the right hand rod on the corner of the island actually produced 7 runs. Unfortunately, we didn't manage to land all of them, but it was very productive throughout the day.
Did you manage to land any?
Yeah, we landed 1.
Ah, so how did that affect the scores today?
At the moment, Kit is on 8 and 146 pounds. Gavin's on 6, and I've now levelled it back to 6 as well. Gavin is currently on 98 pounds, and I'm on 91. So the next fish is very crucial. So who's going to come in second place at least?
Okay, so presumably now we're entering evening, you've obviously taken the zig rigs off. Have you got any tactics for tonight or any hopes?
Yeah, well, I've changed the one on the corner of the island to a squid pop-up now. It's popped up about an inch off the corner, off the bottom of the lake. That's actually produced 2 runs. We've managed to land one of that as well. The other ones are on the silt patch, fished with the milky toffee and cell infused goo hook baits. And that's it for the moment. Hopefully they're going to produce a run, and we'll let you know when we get them in. Just had a double take this morning. Just left the fish in the slings for a little bit, just to give them a bit of time to recover. Just run through some fish safety with you now. So you want to hook the fish in a sling to transfer them into the mat. Just before you lift them out of the water, just make sure their fins are all flat. Which they are. Lift them up, make sure they're all flat like that. Then we can take them over to the mat. That will do. Just landed this 21-pound mirror off the corner of the island again on the krill and squid infused goo hook baits. This is the second of the brace of carp I had this morning, the smaller one, but nevertheless very welcome. It's brought the scores back right into contention. I'm now on 8, same as Kit. Gavin's now on 9 in front in terms of fish caught. However, he's still a pound behind Kit, but I'm only 10 pound behind as well. Hopefully we've got enough fish coming soon which will put me in front. Yeah, good lovely fish. We'll show you the second one in a second. £22.5 fully scaled mirror, fell to the same krill and squid infused hook bait off the corner of the island again. Second one of the race, biggest one of the trip so far as well. And again, it's put it right back into contention.
Oh no.
And you got him.
That was brilliant. Just slip this one back now. There we go. Just going to apply some carp care to him now. We'll heal the wound from the hook. So you've got the body and you've got the mouth as well, so we'll just use the mouth one first. It's very simple, it comes with these little swabs. Dab a bit on here. And then just apply here. Just help the wound heal quicker.
And where can you pick these carp kits up from?
Get them from any decent tackle shops really. So yeah, that should help that heal nice and quick. Just have a check as well, just to see if he's got any marks on his body. You can use the body one, but he seems quite good. So yeah, that's that.